Good morning, everyone. This is Friday, and this is episode 71 of the Asana Morning Podcast. Thank you for being there and for listening to all the videos I do every day. I get a lot of messages from people I have email discussion with telling me to continue, so I'm going to keep going. I will actually travel next week for work, so I might not be able to actually do any episode, but I'm going to be back afterwards. Today I want to talk about automating things that you do very often. There are actually three things I do very, very often in Asana. Very often I cancel tasks. Very often I email someone and I always write the same comment on the Asana task, which is email them today. Or I write a comment on an Asana task in another account and I go back into mine and I write exactly the same comment, which is commented on their Asana account. Those three actions, I do them several times a day, dozens of times a day sometimes. And instead of always manually doing stuff, I decided to automate this. So the way I did this is by going into the My Task view, creating an action dropdown, what I call an action dropdown, which is basically a custom field of type dropdown called actions. And then I have three options in the list: cancel task, reminded by email, reminded in Asana. And then I have three rules within the My Task view again. The first one is basically when I select the option reminded by email in the dropdown, I want to post a comment automatically and clear the action. That one is very important. Same thing for reminded in Asana. I want to clear the action dropdown and post the comment. The third one, the cancel task, actually uses something I released a couple of days ago, which is our own set of custom actions that you can use within the Asana rules. This is called i.DO things. That's the name of the app, and that app has a couple of actions. For example, turn a task into approval. It was actually released by Asana a couple of days after me. We have turn a task into a milestone. We have cancel a task, which will actually turn the task into an approval and then choose the cancellation. We have snooze until Monday, snooze until next month. So there's a couple of actions in there that are pretty interesting, I think, and I'm going to keep adding actions to the list. So I'm using my own app into a rule that I created in the My Task view. Whatever the actions I decided to create, I think it's very important that you think very hard about the things that you do very often, especially the comments that you publish, because very often those are the same comments. So if you can just standardize this and put that behind a dropdown of action dropdown that you place again within your My Task view, because you want to be the only one to actually see that dropdown, and you want to see that dropdown on any task assigned to you. That works really well. Let me know if you actually do this, and I will see you Monday or any other day next week if I can, or the week after. Have a good day. Have a good weekend.